I slept in my bun. So today I was just thinking of let's deal with this. I'm gonna show you my morning routine, and we're just gonna go from there. Bye. So yeah, basically I would just go through and clean up whatever sort of mess that I left from the other day, and then gonna go make some coffee. Actually, just kidding. Coffee first, definitely. There was a reason I decided to film my morning routine. Look, Mom. What do we have? What do we have this morning?
We have frost and happiness.
It's first frost, you guys. I don't know what it is, but I just find that so magical. What is it, November 2nd? Oh, hello, beautiful sun. And the moon is still up. Hello, Luna. We had crazy bright full moon. Oh, on Halloween. Ah, what a gorgeous day. Hello, birdies. Hello, birdies. Good morning. We're going with this today, guys. Some Irish cream and a little bit of cashew milk. Nom, nom, nom. Alrighty, so we danced in the frost and we said hello to the birdies and we made our coffee, and now we're all fueled up to clean up the room and get to work. Hey there, so I started cleaning up my art and I was just looking at some of the pieces that I was just writing. I talked about this in the vlog with the car, where I like to do like efficient art. And it's literally just like cardstock with like some paint marker, and it's just things that are meaningful to me. And it's interesting because it kind of doubles as like morning affirmations. I just picked up this one where it's like, oh, there's a couple here, oh my goodness. Oh, it kind of leaves me feeling really raw, guys. But as this one is in this, patience is a right. Okay, and you know, if you're a new mom, maybe not, but for me right now, and where I am in kind of like we'll say like recovery and just my current living situation and what I want to do with my life and all that kind of stuff, patience is a right that I haven't been taking for myself for a really long time. Yeah, so we're just kind of sitting with that right now as I clean. I might put on a podcast later, but yeah. Okay, bye. Alrighty, so not perfect, but as long as the workstation is good to go, we have the water bottle and headphones and stuff for the gym. Yeah, so I'm just gonna wash my face and do some work. Boogie, oogie, oogie. Alright, so we are just chipping away. I just had an interesting thought, just in regards to like work-life balance, and it's like there's so much stuff that I would feel ashamed over, and it's like, I don't know, I just feel I'm judging myself constantly when I'm on camera, and I'm trying to not necessarily push past it, but just like acknowledge it. And something that keeps coming up today is it's like, oh, they're gonna think this, or they're gonna think this, or they're gonna, and it's like, it's for me to look back on, right? So, but yeah, so yeah, just working on website and kind of taking the content that I wrote out like over the weekend or whatever. We talked about the brainstem, talked about programming and RPE. Anyway, so just separating those out and figuring out how I want to send them out to the emailing list and Instagram, and then writing up more because it's always going, it's always coming in, and then doing that on both, and yeah, client check-ins and that kind of stuff. And it's just like hitting me because it's everything is becoming easier and simpler and more streamlined, and it's just like, this is like so easy, and it just fills me with kind of like doubt, because it's like, I don't know, and other people would be like, no, that's good, you know, like don't work any harder than you have to. And so I think that's a habit I need to break, is like working harder than I need to, because I've been feeling like I'm drowning, which in a sense is almost like validation that you're like doing enough, but more and more I feel like I am enough. So anyway, I'm gonna continue on a couple of things, finish up some things, and then head off to the gym. Bye. Make sure you take time to appreciate. If you can, my goodness. That's another thing I feel like guilt and shame about, is it's just like, I'm like filming all this stuff and I just feel like such a spoiled brat. And it's just like, I'm just trying to work and live my life and teach and share. And I guess that only happens in an environment where you're not desperately clawing for life. And I feel like I've been in that situation for so long. So now that I'm out of it, I think my brain is kind of like, it's like we're like in Homo sapien times or Cro-Magnon man times, and we have our stable base, we have equipment to make fire, we've collected enough food, and so now we actually get to sit around and talk and share, and that's where I am now. And I feel guilty about it, which is frustrating. Anyway, so yeah, did some chickens, and now working on the website. Sorry, I'm glancing over here. I've written out something, just like ideas throughout the week as I go, and this is kind of like little things, because I've been working out for so long, so it's like ideas for, like, how do I say this? Throughout my life, I've picked up on a lot of good and not so good recruitment patterns. So just getting my body healthy again and being like, and just seeing like what has benefited me the most. And so these two ideas here that I had are learning to bend at your hips versus your back is a huge one. And then learning to use your less dominant side for as many things as you can. So we're starting that kind of stuff, because as I said, it never ends, which is good, right? Like I either win or I lose. Anyway, going off to the gym. Bye. Alrighty, so the last little thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make some of this tea. Harmonic Arts Resilience Restorative Blend, Botanicals and Mushrooms. And it's got 2 teaspoons. It's got 6.9 calories. Ooh la la. So, astragalus. Alrighty, so last thing we're gonna do before we head off to the gym is we're gonna try this tea. It's called Harmonic Arts Resilience Restorative Blend. And it's got eleuthero and pine pollen and astragalus. Sounds like a Harry Potter spell. And Foggy and reishi and cordyceps and shilajit and licorice and cayenne. And that's it. 6.9 calories in 2 teaspoons. So between that and the nori that I snacked on and protein bar. It's pretty good snacks for gym. Yeah. That kind of reminds me. So after the gym, I'll talk to you guys about like, yeah, like working out fasted, benefits and like work and that kind of stuff. Anyway, time to go. Bye. Hola and welcome to the voiceover. This was actually a PR for me, so if you see me grinning, that's why. I've never done this much weight for that many reps at this body weight, and just felt so good in general. These days, my recovery is just so much better. Like, I feel like I've never really worked out properly before, and I think it's because I'm finally just taking my own advice as a trainer. Anyway, my friend who was filming me, I always tell her to film me from the front, and she snuck around and she got my back, and she was just like, dude, your ass looks so fantastic. So thank you, Chloe, you literally got my back. Nothing really special to report with this next lift, just some good old stiff-legged deadlifts. I am trying a slightly narrower stance and pointing my toes out a little bit more. I'm really liking the way this is feeling. I feel like my hips just naturally kind of fall into that top abduction kind of set point, which I really like. As always, I'm trying to focus more on my hamstrings and less on my erectors. I do naturally have a very dominant back, so just kind of trying to balance things out as always. Lastly, I am trying to look a little bit more at my neck positioning because that thoracic arch is completely egregious and I don't think it's doing my super long neck any favors. But yeah, just chilling, doing the same old stuff. Here we have a dumbbell bench press. In the past, I was having a really hard time with these, but I'm becoming happier or maybe just like less fussy about everything. And I'm definitely just feeling it more in my pecs and in my serratus. Also, I think just my neck and traps, I'm just letting them recover more. So that's probably the biggest difference, is one, just being less fussy, and two, allowing more time for recovery for my stabilizers. So I actually feel the muscles that are supposed to be working engage more. And I think that probably just makes the whole muscle-mind connection, I don't know, I think that just facilitates the whole muscle-mind connection and just makes everything feel better. Still working on that leg drive, squeezing the glutes, making sure the core is engaged, all that good stuff. This next lift is some assisted pull-ups. Again, I think just letting my neck and my traps and everything kind of chill out and recover properly. I'm just feeling so much better lat engagement. Here I'm really just focusing on driving my elbows into my body as hard as I can, and I find that really helps that muscle-mind connection as well. It's so funny, I saw this footage and I was like, my ass just looks so freaking flat. So I don't know. I know I was kind of holding myself in a little bit of a posterior pelvic tilt, and then putting a lot more emphasis on that thoracic arch. But whatever, I'm not gonna sacrifice form to look good. I just thought it was kind of funny. I included this clip because my form here was really not so great. It was the last set. And I just wanted to show you guys, like, you're not supposed to be bouncing quite this much. I had a buddy look at it and he was like, no, it's not that bad. But for me, I don't know. I'm not trying to lift anything crazy. So for me, it was too much bounce. This was still, this was okay. This is fine. I was getting kind of tired and impatient at this point, but I just want to show you guys, like, you can hold yourself to whatever kind of standards you want. Just be honest and realistic about like what your goals are. And if your goal, like mine, is to, build your lats and help facilitate recovery in the traps, you don't need to be doing a ton of weight and your form should be as good as you can make it. This last clip here is just some standing dumbbell shoulder press. Again, the neck thing, you guys, this just really helped, and my delts were just on fire. I was holding myself in good, strong hip abduction. Yeah, trying to use my glutes a little bit more to stabilize versus my back. Not that I'd ever do that on purpose, but anyway. Good set, y'all. Oh my goodness, Sophia, you changed. No, I was just lazy that other day and I didn't feel like recording anymore. Plus, all my regular buddies who I know don't mind filming had left and I didn't want to bother anybody else. So yeah, I just finished off the upper body portion with some rear delt flies, and then I moved on to some tricep rope extensions. Dude, the lighting in this gym, I'm sorry, I've never really, like, I don't know, I don't really look in the mirror a lot, so then when I see footage, I'm like, that's what I look like? It's always a little bit shocking. Like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I know there's tons of improvements I can make for sure, but I'm just kind of, I don't know, it's like looking in the mirror and being like, oh, my hair is brown. Wow, cool. I never noticed that. Anyway, as you're letting your wrists come back towards your head, really try and feel that nice stretch in the triceps and then push with that same point. That's going to help keep your elbows in a fixed position and just help you isolate the heads of the tricep easier. And then this next bit is just an abs bike. Thank you, Stephanie Buttermore. I always forget about abs bikes, and then I watched your leg day, women's leg day program thingamabobby, and that reminded me, oh yeah, I should put those back in. They're fun. And then this last guy, I call this like a rocking RKC plank. So basically just really exaggerating that posterior pelvic tilt, squeezing the glutes, squeezing that transverse abdominis, lower abdominals. And then you're going to notice the only joint that's really moving is my ankles. And my shoulders never go behind my elbows, basically. Yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Kind of reminds me when I used to play soccer, and basically so we'd have mist on like the Carey High field.
Yeah.
And so when it was like really foggy like this, they'd be like, okay, go run to the end, and then remember the coaches, one of the coaches would be like, ah, shit, you have to run after us because a bunch of like 9-10-year-old girls are running off to the end of the field. And we're like, well, we have to follow them because we can't see them. One of them falls. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Oh, anyway. I'm gonna turn around. Look at that. Oh, look where we were.
I know. Here, actually, and that's where we came from.
And this is where we're going.
All right, I'll check in with you guys later. Bye. That was such a nice walk with Mom. She's leaving for a couple nights to go visit a friend. I feel like a character from Star Wars. I should start recording my dreams because I have been dreaming a lot about like Meg squats, Harry Potter, and Star Wars, and I'm like, okay, cool beans. That's all just like feel good stuff. Yeah, so it was nice to just like hang out with her. So we're just doing a little walk. Gonna wrap up the day, plan out tomorrow, chat with a friend. I'm not sure if this is gonna be the end of the video or not, but yeah, it's pretty good. Letting go. My brain's just going crazy with fear, but we know we gotta just let it be. And it's all happening, and it's freaking the fuck out, but we gotta just let it be, because we can't go back there. That's all I got. Alright. Only way forward is forward. Okay, bye.